So tell me what first attracted you to this role.
David Fincher, I think, really would be the honest answer. He was doing a movie. I don't care what it was. I'd sweep the floor for him. Don't tell him that. I'd read the books years ago, and I'd read the first book, and I'd loved it, and thought it would have made, like, you know, me and 65 million other people thought it'd probably make a good movie, and you know, they sent me the script. Steve Zalian done an amazing adaptation, and it was just an easy thing to say yes to. I bit their hand off.
Right. So was there an increased pressure to deliver in this role specifically because so many people were a fan of the series?
You can't sort of take that on. It's absolutely sort of pointless thing to do because you know, you can't try and please everybody, and or you know, all you got to do is exceed people's expectations, and that's a challenge. You know, you've got to do it better than you think anybody could have done it before, or better than anybody could imagine it to be.
Okay, great. So tell us, what was your favorite part about the process, and what was your least favorite part about filming?
I love my job. I know there's nothing wrong with it. There's no bad days or good bad days on a film set. You know, if you're being creative and collaborative and, you know, working hard, it's just the best place to be. That's why I love doing it. So bad days, you know, it's cold occasionally, but.
So first off, tell us what attracted you to this role.
So many different things. I mean, she's unlike any character I've ever read before, and she's so, you know, layered and complex. And I just, after I read the books, I don't know, I really, I felt like I understood her.
Mm-hmm. So tell us, how do you think the audience will relate to her character? Because she's been through so much.
I think most people at some point in their lives can relate to that feeling of being misunderstood or outcast or marginalized, or, you know, everyone at some point has probably had an experience with someone who's in a position of power abusing that power. And I think that's what most people can relate.
How are you today?
I feel okay, even sitting in prison like this.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what attracted you to this role.
Because it was a great character in the book, which I couldn't put down, and I read all three of them. And of course, it was the right age for me to play, so I couldn't play the girl, obviously not. So I was thrilled when I was asked. I couldn't believe it. And I thought, my God. And David Fincher, on top of that, whom I admired so much in other movies that he's made, I wanted to work with him very much.
So tell me, what was your favorite part of this experience?
I thought the whole part was satisfying. Not any one particular scene was better or more pleasant to do than the next. But when I saw the movie, I was absolutely astounded with particularly Rooney Mara's performance, which I think is a staggeringly great performance on the screen.
Tell me how you prepared for this role.
Well, I studied his particular condition. I studied to get some good ideas about how a person like that functions, which gave me a lot of freedom, because a man like that is expert in hiding who he really is, and can fool anybody, even his psychiatrist, which gave me the freedom to play him very much as I wanted. You want the audience not only to see a monster, you want the audience to recognize themselves a little sometimes, or the neighbor. You know?
Okay, and lastly, would you suggest people who haven't read the book, don't know anything about it, should they go see the movie first, or should they read the book first before they go see the movie?
I would go and see the movie first. And if they like the story, they can go and read the book.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Nice meeting you.